Damn. Like I want to be a credible person. I want people to listen to my channel and know that I'm giving you my real opinion. But sometimes my real opinion does not align with the general consensus. Yeah, so if you don't know, I'm from Houston. I love Houston with all of my heart. However, I am not a Houston Texan fan. I despise them. Now, my football team growing up was the Houston Oilers. But once they fled the city, because I am such a Texan, I would not dare take my love of football to another state. So that's when I decided to join the Dallas Cowboys. I also was a fan of the Oilers up until they left. But after January 3rd, 1993, when they lost that game to Buffalo, I decided that this will be my second team. There's no way at 6 years old I should have been had my heart broken like that. So just a little backstory. So anytime the Texans lose, I am super excited because when you stay in the state of Texas, there's a rivalry, of course, between the Cowboys and the Texans. Even though we don't play each other on a consistent enough basis to be considered like you know uh, Florida State, Florida, or you know what I'm saying. It's not like that, but because it's the NFL and scheduling and all that. But the collapse that they had in the playoffs, man, was epic. Like straight up, man, it was crazy. But just giving my opinion. The defense looked good, top tier defense. But your quarterback, man, if he was just average, you would have won. And then you remember the year that Kawhi Leonard was with the Raptors and the Raptors won the championship, and everybody that was a potential threat to knocking the Raptors out end up getting hurt. Crazy, man. It was set up just like that for y'all. In my humble opinion, this happened to you because of the criticism that you do towards Dak Prescott. Yeah, Dak Prescott doesn't have the same amount of playoff wins as CJ Stroud. But CJ Stroud is also winning in the turnover department. What a failure. Yeah, but I think the main thing you have to do for CJ is get him some psychological help. A collapse like that on that type of stage with the reaction of the people of Houston being what it is and what it was during after the Pittsburgh game, people were calling for David Mills. So this man is going through a lot. And I think, people want to say I heard people say he didn't have an offensive line. Like he was not in the game. And before you can go to the drawing board and watch film, like you have to make sure that this man can psychologically bounce back from this. He, you know, I joke with the Texan fans like, if you make it to the playoffs next year, you should be terrified. I mean, I can almost see seeing CJ being, not, I wouldn't say afraid. Hopefully, he has the mental fortitude to not let this bother him. But this is not good. Sometime in boxing, fighters will get knocked out and they never the same. This could be a situation like that. So we'll see what transpires. Um, if I'm not mistaken, I think an offensive coordinator may have gotten replaced, something of that nature. It's gonna take a lot more than just schemes to make sure that this guy is okay. 4 interceptions in the first half of a playoff game, and your team is still in the game. You could have gave us a Chad Pennington. You could have gave us a Brock Osweiler. You could have gave us a Sage Rosenfels type performance, and the team would have won. Remember TJ Yates? Like, that's crazy. CJ Stroud looked ridiculous. And if we being honest with ourselves, he's been slowly regressing in these 3 years he's been in the NFL. He has not looked like he did his rookie season. So if I'm a Texan fan, I'm highly concerned. I have concerns with the Dallas Cowboys too, but I don't know if I could ever blame Dak for a playoff loss in the fashion of which CJ Stroud had. But as a Cowboy fan, I'm happy to see it.